zombie survival quiz. Most people choose wrong. Now, I've said a whole bunch of times that I would love to survive a zombie apocalypse. So I should get every single one correct. And let's see how you guys do as well. On YouTube, you guys can comment down your answers as well. Comment down how many you got right, and we'll see how we do. We'll see who can survive a zombie apocalypse. DJ, thanks so much for the prime.
This is a quiz to find out if you'd survive a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
Not movie logic, not gamer instincts, actual survival decision making, pulled from disaster studies, urban collapse scenarios, and real world psychology. It's 28 questions long. Some of the questions are easy, most of them are not.
Okay.
For each of the questions, you get 4 options to pick from, and I'll tell you the right answer and explain why the others most likely will get you.
Wait, how does she know the right answer? Has she already survived the zombie apocalypse in the future and then came back and then she's telling us right now? Is that what this is?
As we go through the quiz, you should keep track of your score. You get 1 point per correct answer.
Which mod is going to keep track of my score? Any mod other than zombie and Lola, because they lie. They always tell me, and Caesar, they always tell me my score is less than what it actually is. Should I just keep track? I'll keep track.
Sir. And at the end, I'll tell you whether or not you'll last. So before we begin, I'm going to give you some context as to this world and also the scenario so that you can make informed choices. So this quiz, right, this scenario, it uses classic slow-moving zombies. So
all day, every day I'm surviving this. So it's like Walking Dead zombies, yeah? Oh, easy. Chat, I don't hesitate either. I would be the kind of guy in a zombie apocalypse that will come to you. I see that you got a backpack, and instead of saying, "Oh, hi there, who are you?" I'm just gonna shoot you straight in the head. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just shooting you. I don't need to know who you are. I don't need to know your backstory. I just want your stuff.
Like classic infection type zombies with moderate hearing and smell.
Okay.
They have poor eyesight, especially in low lighting. These zombies will notice if you're loud, if you're fast, or if you're bleeding. In terms of how to defeat them, the zombies don't feel pain. They don't bleed out. The only tried and tested way to destroy them is by destroying the brain.
Yeah, literally Walking Dead zombies.
And they don't stop unless you hit a central nervous system, so when you're picking weapons, that's what you're aiming for. In terms of how the virus spreads, or how people turn, the virus spreads fast. People say it's from bites, maybe blood. It's not airborne as far as we know, but if someone gets it, they turn fast. To give you some context of you live in an urban area with 2 other people, so it's like a medium-sized city.
Do I have to live with the 2 other people? Can I just be by myself? Because that's people I gotta look out for.
Pretty densely populated area with like the infrastructure of what you get in an urban area. So public transport, accessible supermarkets, roads, etc. I hope you took some notes or you remembered those facts because they may or may not be relevant in deciding what you'll do.
We was meant to remember what you just said. Can I go back? I don't need it. I'm a natural.
So again, I'll set out each question in turn and then the options, and I'll give you a couple of seconds to pick your answer. I'll tell you the right answer after each question and give you an explanation as to why that's the right answer. Feel free, obviously, to pause the video to take more time if you need it. And
chat, this is how I know that I definitely will survive a zombie apocalypse. I'm already thinking, how am I going to take her out? Because I want that microphone. You never know. You might need a microphone in the apocalypse. See, I'm already planning these things. You know what I'm saying?
And most importantly, keep track of how many answers you get right or wrong for your final score at the end. And without further ado, let's begin. So you've just confirmed it. It's a zombie outbreak. Okay. You live in the 2nd floor apartment in a medium.
Wait. So you guys can see the text. I'm going to put myself down here. Might be best, right? Probably. Okay. First question.
So you've just confirmed it. It's a zombie outbreak. You live in the 2nd floor apartment in a medium-sized city, and it's the first 10 minutes. What do you do? Option A, leave immediately by car and head towards the countryside.
No.
Option B, grab a backpack and head on foot to the nearest supermarket.
Yes.
Option C, wait a bit, gather information, and then leave before nightfall.
No.
Or option D, stay put and begin fortifying your home.
Hell no! Yo. Wait. This is crucial, actually. This is crucial. You've just confirmed it's a zombie outbreak. Okay, so it's on the news. Zombie outbreak. You're in a 2nd floor apartment in a medium-sized city. It's the first 10 minutes. What do you do? You know what? I'm not leaving immediately and going towards the countryside because the roads are going to be chocked. Like, bro, they're going to be so packed, you're not getting anywhere. Okay? Everyone's going to be doing that. Grab a backpack, head to the nearest supermarket. Everybody's going to be doing that. Wait a while, gather info, then leave before nightfall. Kind of risky. Stay put and fortify your home. Might be the best option, chat. Listen, hear me out, right? Because I'm going to say D. Because I got better chances of surviving when everyone's already started to kill themselves. Like, kill each other. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't mind looting my apartment blocks. You know, the leftovers, right? I'm good with that. I don't need to be too greedy at the start. I don't need to be... I'm going D. I'm going D.
So the correct answer is option D. Stay put and begin fortifying your home. So the reason that this is the right answer is because leaving in the first wave is often...
Yo, chat, I promise you, bro. Listen, I think I'm going to get all of these right. Everybody that didn't say D, you're dead, okay? But you can still keep playing. We'll just see. Oh, wait, no, she said at the start of the video, it depends how many you get right if you survive. So you're not dead. You gotta wait till the end of the video to see if you survived.
And one of the riskiest things that you can do.
Okay.
During the first wave of an outbreak, infrastructure breaks down basically instantly. The roads are full of accidents and abandoned cars, emergency services are overwhelmed or completely gone, and if you're in a vehicle, you're likely gonna get stuck. And if you're on foot, you're probably gonna be exposed. Another reason to stay put is because you have more control at home. You know your layout, your entry points, and what you have at home.
Hey, listen, we're on an apartment, second floor. I'm sorry to Susan, who's 89 in the next door apartment, but she's got to go out. She's first person. Hey, Susan, I know I've known you for 24 years, and I do apologize, and I love your family and stuff, but you ain't going to make it, Susan. I'm taking you out first. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Able to block doors, ration supplies, and also reduce noise.
She lived a long life already.
Has fewer variables and more you can control, and there's also just less visibility to the outside world and its threats.
Oh, you know for a fact Susan's got so many canned tins of food as well. Oh, you know, like the grandmas and the grandpas, they stock up. Yeah. Susan's got all the goods.
Public spaces during this time are basically chaos zones because supermarkets and gas stations are early hotspots for violence, looting, infection spread. The majority of people that die early in disaster events do so because they go out thinking that they can grab more supplies. Another reason to stay is because waiting often gives you more information. In the next 12 to 48 hours, you'll learn what's happening, where to go or avoid, and whether there's an organized response. And so people who leave immediately often walk into blind danger. The only exception...
Oh, people that gonna freak out and leave immediately, they're just gonna end up dead first. That's how it goes, man. You gotta let it calm down for a bit.
Where leaving might be the right choice is if your building is actually compromised, like if there's an infected person inside and there's no way to secure it, or if you have a clear escape plan with pre-packaged supplies and like a safe destination, or if you live somewhere that's completely indefensible. So for example, there's a glass storefront, or you're on the ground floor, or if there's wide entry points. But other than that, the safest thing to do is to stay and fortify and wait. So you've decided to stay put and ride out the first wave in your apartment. You've locked the doors.
I can't believe so many people is dead already.
You've pulled the curtains.
Oh, wait, question 2.
Put and ride out the first wave in your apartment. You've locked the doors, you've pulled the curtains, and you've confirmed it's a real outbreak. What's the smartest next move?
Okay, you decided to stay put and ride out the first wave. You've locked the doors, pulled the curtains, confirmed it's a real outbreak. What's the smartest move? You take out the next door neighbor and you rob their shit. I already know.
Option A, start moving heavy furniture to block entry points.
That's a good one.
Option B, fill bathtubs, sinks, and pots with clean water.
Because it's going to run out. That's also smart.
Option C, inventory your kitchen and make a ration plan. Or
no, we can cut. That's not really that important.
Or option D, turn on the news and call your loved ones for updates.
We ain't got time for that. It's every man by themselves now. We ain't got time to start ringing up family members. No. That can wait. I'm going between either A and B. Start moving heavy furniture to block the entry points. Smart. If anything does break out in your apartment and break into your apartment, that is smart. Fill bathtubs, sinks, and pots with clean water. Oh, it's 50-50, you know, chat. But I feel like the water's not going to go out straight away, so I'm going A. I'm going A. It's best to be safe. And then after that, you do B. I'm going A.
The correct answer is option B, fill all possible containers with clean water. So the reason this is the right answer is because in disaster scenarios, especially when infrastructure is unstable, water is often one of the first systems to fail. City water might stop flowing or become contaminated within hours of an outbreak. And since you're at home and you have a bathtub, bathtubs can act as large reservoirs for washing or flushing.
No, I'm going to seal the door. Mate, listen, your answer's dumb. Because I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you, and then I'm going to take your water from you because you didn't lock your goddamn door. Huh? How about that? How about that? You just filled up all the pots for me to take. You didn't think about that one, did you? I get a bonus point.
And pots, bottles, and kettles are drinking water.
Your door's open.
Because
I'm coming in.
the power might cut out at any time, this is definitely the most important thing to do, and you should fill any container while the water pressure is still on. So why are the—
Yo, chat, I know that's important, but like both of them are good answers. But I feel like in the situation, for the best survivability is moving the furniture in front of your doors first. Like in this situation, blocking the entry points is number one. Because if you're, let's say you're filling up all the water, yeah? You're filling it up. You turn around. Oh no, there's a zombie. Oh no, there's a gang of people. Oh no, I'm dead. But at least I got water. Like, you could do the war after. It's only going to take half an hour to block the entry points.
other options not correct? So option A, if you barricade, this is important, but time-sensitive utilities come first. For option C, ration planning, again, this is smart, but no food is a problem in 3 days, while no water is a problem in the first day. And option D, turning on the news and calling your loved ones, that sounds useful, but communication noise risks attention, and you can also gather that information after securing the basics. Okay, so it's 15 minutes in, containers are full, the pressure is dropping, the power is still on, but it could cut out at any moment.
Okay.
What's the smartest next move?
Okay.
Option A, inventory food in order of perishability.
So containers are full, we filled it up with water, pressure's dropping, power's still on but could cut out. What's the next smartest move?
And set ration sizes. Option B, stand on the balcony to gauge how many people are on the street.
No!
Option C, drag a bookcase against your front door for extra bracing.
So now we're barricading, right?
Or option D, write a visible note on your front door saying, alive inside, uninfected.
Jesus, no! No, 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 no. Get rid of D, get rid of B. Only idiots are going to choose them, right? Number A is good, but we're going with C because we haven't barricaded yet, which I think you should do first anyway. So we're going with C now. C now.
In case help comes.
C now. Block the front door.
So the correct answer here is option A,
She's gonna die. Chat, on my life, she's gonna die. Right, listen. Hear me out. We're in an apartment block. Yeah? Do you not think other people in the apartment block are gonna panic and start stealing and killing people in the apartment block? Yes. Yes, they are. They're gonna break into your apartment and try and loot it. If you do not barricade your door, you are done. You are done. And I say that because I would do that. Let's say that there's a family in an apartment, right? There's 4 brothers. What are they going to do in a life or death situation? They are going to go from apartment to apartment and scavenge everything. This girl, don't worry. You've got your water in your bathtub and your inventory of food. You turn around, you got 4 brothers behind you with weapons. Yeah, good job. Good job. You're dead.
Inventory and ration food. So the reason that this is important is because a calorie plan prevents panic eating and also using fridge power while—
So you're telling me instead of barricading your door, you're going to be sitting at a table doing a fucking calorie plan?
and you still have fridge power. Option B is incorrect because this makes you a visible target. Your silhouette against the sky is
What does it
bait
say
for
about
both
C?
infected people and opportunistic survivors, and it's not worth the risk this early. Option C, bracing the door, is not wrong, but it's slightly premature. You're still gonna want flexibility to move between the rooms and also possibly scavenge from your neighbors.
No, not the first day. She's already said it herself, scavenge from the neighbors.
You're still gonna want flexibility to move between the rooms and also possibly scavenge from your neighbors or adjust sound or light control. And
She just said herself, scavenge from your neighbors. You're gonna have other neighbors scavenge from you. You haven't barricaded shit. They're gonna break into... Bro, she's dead. She's actually gonna die.
in option D, the front door note, this might emotionally feel smart, but ultimately
Chat, hear me out. This is the most perfect plan in a zombie apocalypse. You barricade your room, you survive in your apartment for probably a week, right? It's gonna be rough, but hear me out. The first week is gonna be so brutal. Like, people are literally gonna go crazy and kill each other, right? You need to come out when it's more of a ghost town. Okay? Maybe loot your apartment, prey on the weak, maybe do some night trips, like some risky ones, late at night, climb from your window or whatnot. But you need to, the first week, you need to make sure that you're just surviving, like just stay put. Barricade, make sure no one can get to you. Then you're good.
it's a liability. This
That's
is
your
because
best
it
bet.
draws attention to your apartment, and it also gives away the fact that someone is alive inside and likely with resources. It also just increases your risk of being targeted by desperate people, and there's no guarantee who reads this note. So you're an hour into the outbreak, the supplies are counted, you share the space with your two flatmates. What's the
Bro, you should have enough food in your apartment for a week. You don't need to do rationing. You're good. And if you don't have enough food in your apartment for a week, then who are you? Because I live off McDonald's and I got enough food in my house for probably the next month.
next priority? Option A, establish a silent alert or knock code for movement inside.
Okay, supplies are counted. You share the space with two flatmates. Oh, we're living with two flatmates. Oh, wait, she did say we're living with two flatmates. Wait, that makes everything else dumb. You're telling me you're filling up water and you're doing a ration calorie count with 3 people. Well, can't one person do that and you barricade? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, supplies are kind. You share the space with 2 flatmates. What's the next priority? Okay, you killed the 2 flatmates. Right? That's your food for the next 2 weeks as well.
Flat. Option B,
Wait, what was that? Establish a silent alert knock code for the movement inside the flat.
establish a silent alert or
Kinda
knock code
smart,
for
kinda
movement
smart.
inside the flat. Option B, cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies.
Yeah, kind of smart.
Option C, assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway.
And watch the hallway. Okay.
Or option D, start binge charging every device you own.
Okay, we don't need D because eventually it's gonna die anyway, right? The internet's gonna go out. That's useless. Yeah, we don't need D. Assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway. No, we don't need that because we just need to barricade the door, right? We'll hear that. Cook a large hot meal before the gas and electricity dies. That's pretty good because the food is gonna go off. Establish a silent alert knock code. That can wait. That can wait. I feel like I'm gonna go with B on this. I feel like binge charging every device. You don't really need the devices. What do you really need? Like, it's just gonna last for one more day anyway. It's kind of pointless. I'm gonna go B. Get a quick meal before it goes out.
So the correct option is option A, to have a silent alert system.
Oh, I'm done. Yo. Oh my god. Yo, on my life. When there's a zombie apocalypse, who is she? I'm coming for you. Because you are the easiest target. Where do you live? She's the easiest target, bro. I'm just gonna walk in the door because they've not barricaded it. One person's filling up buckets. One person is counting calories. And then one person's doing this. Oh my god, you're gonna be so easy to kill. Oh my god, bro, they're gonna be so easy to kill. Like, bro, what is that? Why is it? Listen, making a knock code is smart, but you could do that at any point. It's not needed on day 2. It's not needed. The gas and electric is gonna die. You may as well use up some food that you can, so you got more food for the next days. Like, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
So the reason this is the right answer is because having discipline in how you communicate can stop accidental shouting, accidental noise, and door opens later. Hot food and device charging matters, but all of these other things can wait until rules against loud mistakes.
You just said the fucking gas is going out! Oh, don't worry. We can't cook a hot meal now. We wasted the food. But we got the knock code down.
Which are potentially fatal mistakes are put in place. Okay, so you're now 2 hours into the outbreak. Communications are set and it's still
Oh, we're only 2 hours into the outbreak. We're not second day. We're 2 hours in.
quiet outside. What do you do next?
Communications are set. It's still quiet outside. What's the next sensible action?
Option A, pick
2 hours
one
in.
windowless interior room as the fallback or the sleep space. Option
That is smart.
B, clear the hallway outside your unit of any loose objects.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't need to clean the hallway.
Option C, start boiling tap water to sterilize it while power remains.
Start boiling tap water. Okay, that's smart. That's very smart.
Or option D, spread your stored water containers across different rooms in case of a breach.
Spread just... Wait, no, because if they breach you, they're taking it anyway, no matter what room it's in. I'm going to go... With 2 hours in, I'm going to go C. Because we don't need to do the bedroom space until night. We're only 2 hours in. I'm going to go C. Let's sterilize the water. Let's sterilize the water, boiling it so we can drink it. I'm going C.
So the correct option here is option A, designate
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I swear. Bro, We're 2 hours in. We're not going bed yet. We're not going bed yet. Why are we just choosing a room?
a fallback room. So the reason this is the right answer is because if the outer flat is breached, you need a last line of defense already chosen. So this is about prioritizing worst case preparedness.
Okay, but you're contradicting yourself here, right? Because when it was deciding on, what was it? On filling up the water buckets, right? Or barricading the doors, you chose fill up the water buckets. Okay? And now you're telling me you got the water, you don't want to make it drinkable? You now want to decide a bedroom. In case of a breach. Mate, if they breach your apartment, they're getting in the room. Okay. It's already drinkable? Wait, why are they sterilizing it then? I thought it's not because the water's gone weird.
Before it's too late. By the 2 hour mark,
That
we're
works.
assuming you've already secured water, you've already locked down and you've gone dark, and also the initial chaos has passed, but stability is still fragile. So option B, clearing the hallway of loose objects, is a good idea, but
No, it's not! Why do we need to clean hallway? No, it's not! Mate, if I see you cleaning a hallway, I'm just gonna get a frying pan, conk, you're dead, go into your room, thank you.
it's not really worth the risk of sound unless there's an active threat outside. Option C, boiling the water, sounds smart, but you've already filled containers at this point, and the tap water is still running, so it's not yet unsafe. The power right now might stay on for hours, or it might just cut suddenly, but even then, you can boil the water from the fallback room later. Boiling it right now just creates unnecessary heat.
Yo, this is crazy, bro. I'm doing my own point system. She's not surviving, bro.
Noise and smell, which are all signals that you want to prevent early on.
She's
And
not
finally,
surviving.
D, spreading the water containers around the room. This is like a good idea, but it's minor optimization.
Yo, bro, your apartment's not a maze. If they get into your apartment, it don't matter where you've stored the containers in different rooms. They're going to go to the different rooms. Like, because they're in different rooms, it don't mean it's not, they can't get it. They're just going to walk 5 seconds to the next room.
Obviously, if you're breached, you don't want all of your water in one place. But again, if you're breached that badly, the whole flat is essentially compromised. In the fallback room...
Oh, is she on a... She's thinking too much breaching by zombies. That's how I know she's going to die. Chat, that's how I know she's going to die. She's thinking if the apartment's breached by zombies, right, have them in different rooms because then you can barricade one of the rooms and still have water in that room. I hate to break it to you. In a zombie apocalypse, the zombies are the least of your worries. They are the least of your worries. Don't worry about the zombies. They're only Walking Dead zombies. They can only walk. They're dumb, yeah? It's the people. The people's your problem. And if they breach a room, they get into every room.
Should already have its own mini storage. Okay, so you've made it to the end of day 1. The barricades, water, food, signals, safe room, and hygiene are all handled.
Okay, so we got barricades, water, food, signals, safe room, hygiene are handled. What should we do to finish day 1? Okay, what do we do day 1? End of day 1.
What should you do to finish the day? Option 1, stay awake all night in rotating 2-hour guard shifts.
Okay, yeah.
Option B, start a small cooking fire on the balcony to reduce indoor smells.
No.
Option C, signal from a window in Morse code that survivors are inside.
No.
Or option D, mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine.
I know D's gonna win. But let me just tell you this. If I was her roommate, and this is her in a zombie apocalypse, I'm doing option E. Option E is grabbing her and throwing her off the balcony. I'm choosing option E. I'm choosing option E. That's what I'm doing. But it's going to be D, isn't it? Mentally map out a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine. They're going to want to stay in their room for 10 to 14 days. You're probably going to want to venture off by then.
So the correct answer here is option D, build the timeline.
Okay.
So the reason that this is the right answer is because this sets psychological expectations.
Yo, chat, I know for a fact in her house and in her wardrobe, she's color coordinated her socks in order. She's got one of those drawers and every single sock goes from the palest to darkest, all in order. She's the most organized person on this planet and that's absolutely fine. But she's not gonna survive.
And also ration discipline. Setting fires, making signals, or having exhausting all-night watches just create risk without adding any immediate survival value. So it's now been 48 hours since the beginning of the outbreak. You've not heard any sirens, no
48
screams,
hours.
no gunfire, just silence. You crack a window and you listen.
Okay.
And movement sounds faint and far away. What do you do?
Okay, this is good. If it's already quiet 48 hours in, I would plan for that night to go looting. If it's very, very cool. Actually, no. It depends if I got a lot of stuff still in my... It depends on my situation. Do I still have a lot of food? Do I have weapons? Like, what's going on?
Now, option A, slide open the window a few more inches for ventilation because the air inside is stale.
Okay.
Option B, scan the street from behind the curtain for movement or patterns.
Okay.
Option C, step briefly onto your balcony and confirm how many bodies you can see.
No.
Or option D, knock on the ceiling to check if the neighbors upstairs are still alive.
Okay, so it's either A and B. It's either A and B. Slide open a window for ventilation. Okay. Scan the street from behind the curtain for movement or patterns. I feel like you gotta just double make sure in this situation. You gotta make sure nobody's gonna be seeing you do anything. I'm going B. Oh, God. Didn't mean to do this.
So the correct answer here is option B, scan the street discreetly. So the reason that this is correct is because in the 48-hour period, this phase is about information without exposure. If you're looking quietly through a covered window, this can give you insight into movement without sound or silhouette.
Right, B.
Opening a window or stepping outside creates unnecessary noise and profile. And knocking is an even worse idea because you don't know who's alive or what they'd do if they heard you. You suspect that the apartment across the hall is abandoned. The door is cracked. What do you do?
Okay. You suspected the apartment across the hall is abandoned. The door is crap. What's your next move? I already told you guys. I'm going looting. So I'm getting a weapon. I'm getting a big weapon. There's 3 of us. We're all going prepared, and I'm looting this apartment.
Option A, enter quietly and search it for supplies. Option B, close and secure the door from the outside to prevent risk later. Option C, leave it untouched. Or option D, knock once, wait, and then cautiously enter with your knife drawn.
No. Wait. Option A don't have knife drawn though, but I'm going to assume that we have a knife. I'm going to assume we got a knife. Or some sort of weapon. Enter quietly and search it for supplies. I'm doing A. You going quiet.
So the correct answer here is option A, enter quietly and search. So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, controlled scavenging is strategic. If a room is clearly empty, it's better that you take its resources before someone clearly more desperate does. Avoiding all unknowns also isn't sustainable long term. Don't knock, don't announce, don't waste the opportunity. At night, you hear footsteps and whispering outside your apartment door. It's clearly human. What do? You
do absolutely nothing. You do absolutely nothing. You make sure your stuff is back. You shoot.
Option A, stay completely silent. Don't move.
Yeah.
Don't make noise. Option B, whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in.
The lucky thing for us right now, chat, is we're in an apartment block. So the chance of somebody, like if you don't make a noise or whatever, the chance of somebody going to your room is very slim. There's a lot of different apartments. They're going to be hard to get in, especially if you barricade it and it's all locked, so.
Option C, make a deliberate sound to show that you're at home.
No.
Or option D, wait for them to move on and then open the door quietly to check.
Option A, stay completely silent. Don't move. Don't make a noise. Oh, wait, actually. No. Option B. Whisper to the... It's better to be prepared, right? Actually, what if they make a sound? Wait for them to move on, then open the door to quietly check. Always on our floor. Oh, wait, I thought it was outside the apartment block. It's outside our apartment door. So literally outside our door. Oh, shit. Wait, definitely not D. Definitely don't open the door. No. Definitely not C. Whisper to your group to grab weapons. They might hear that. You don't want to make noise. A or B. Stay completely silent. Don't move. Don't make a noise. I'm going to say A. Because B might make noise.
So the correct answer here is option A, stay silent. So the reason that this is the right answer is because this isn't the time to act. Silence is your defense. If they're looters, they'll avoid resistance, and if they're panicking, noise can make them choose your door. If they're infected, sound draws them. You only move if they try to enter, and even then, you don't speak. Your flatmate whispers too loudly during a routine water check, and you hear a muffled groan from somewhere in the hallway a few minutes later. What do?
Well, you push the flatmate to the zombie that's heard him, and that's their problem. What are you doing?
Option A, take a position at the door with a weapon in case someone comes through. Option B, quietly relocate everyone to your fallback room and lock the door. Option C, tell them to stay put and go investigate alone while it's quiet. Or option D, whisper sharply at them, telling them to shut up and listen.
Hey, shut up and listen, man. No, so it's either A or B, take position at the door with a weapon in case something goes through. Quietly relocate everyone to your fallback room and lock the door. Yeah, probably B. Tell them to stay put. No. Yeah, it'll be B. It'll be B.
So the correct answer is option B, relocate to the fallout room. So the reason this is the right answer is because containment is the protocol here. Fallback spaces exist for this reason. You don't split up, you don't go hunting, and you don't escalate anything. This is defensive discipline. Move to the stronghold and—
Alright, when can we go hunting though? Later on in the video? Because it's gotta be a time where we gotta go out. We can't just be pussies for the whole entire time.
listen. If nothing happens, then you wait. And if something breaches, you're ready. You overhear a broadcast on a still working radio. Evacuation might be happening 6 miles away.
You overhear a broadcast on a still working radio. Evacuation may be happening 6 miles away. Old stadium, no details, no schedule. What do? You do absolutely nothing. You totally ignore it.
At an old stadium. But you don't have any further details, and there's also no schedule.
Nah, listen, chat. I'm all good with being a pussy the first week. Like I said, the first week, you want everyone to start taking themselves out. I'm going to get myself into the mix when it's quiet, a ghost town, and you're just going to see the odd person of you. Then I'm fighting, right? But the first week, you need it to, you know, for people to start taking each other out.
What do? Option A, immediately pack and leave while the streets are quiet. Option B, wait 24 hours to gather more information or listen for updates. Option C, prepare a bag.
Oh, by the way, just heads up, can we turn this music a little bit louder? Because I can't hear you.
And scout the route before—
I mean, I can hear you. I can hear you perfectly fine. Can we just up it a little bit more, just so?
more information or listen for updates. Option C, prepare a bag and scout the route before committing. Or option D, ignore it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Option D. Wait 24 hours, gather more information, list of updates. No. Prepare for a bail bag and scout the route before committing. No. Immediately pack. No. D. D. There's no other answer than D.
So the correct answer here is option C, which—
Bro, she's... On my life, she's dead. On my life, she's dead. On my life. She's dead. She is. Chat, put it this way. Put it this way, right? Put it this way. The only people running around the town are going to be the crackheads that got guns and are dangerous. Guess what? They found a radio. Guess what? They put this signal out as bait. Guess what? These idiots have packed their bags and gone to them, and now you got about 20 goddamn Alabamians, all with rifles. Yeah, they're dead. They're so dead, it's unbelievable. She is so dead, it's unbelievable, bro. You ignore it. She's so dead.
is prepare to move, but don't move just yet. So the reason this is the right answer is because if you leave now, you risk walking into chaos or nothing at all. But ignoring it completely is also a gamble. The right call here is controlled contingency. You should prep a bag, watch for signals, and then assess the route. Okay, so you've gathered your bag, and now you have to choose one weapon to take when fleeing the apartment.
Oh my god. Wait. We gotta do what she says. So now we're actually... Okay. We gotta go down her storyline. I don't want to go, but she's forced us to go. Oh, God. Bro, she's so dead, it is actually ridiculous. She is. It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay, so you've gathered your bag, and now you have to choose one weapon to take when fleeing the apartment.
Okay.
What's the smartest grab? Option A is a long crowbar.
Maybe.
Option B, a short machete.
Yes.
Option C is a steel baseball bat.
No.
Or option D, a cordless drill.
No. That's too close. We're thinking about zombies here. This ain't gonna do nothing. This might be good, but you gotta be strong. It's either the crowbar or the machete. Crowbars are much bigger than machetes, right? Crowbars are much bigger than machetes, so you're like further away, but then the machete's sharper, so it's easier to get in. I'm gonna go machete. Because it looks like a very big one anyway. I'm going machete. Big.
So the correct answer here is option A, the long crowbar. So the reason this is the right answer is because this is the weapon that you're gonna grab before leaving your apartment. So the weapon choice here needs to factor in, number one, how lethal it is against zombies, especially skull trauma. Number 2, utility in the field. So how it works against doors.
I was thinking that, chat. I was thinking a crowbar would be good for doors and that. I'm good with A. I don't mind A. I don't mind A. I don't mind A.
Fences. Or
I was 50-50 A or B.
Number 3, durability and portability. You want a weapon that won't break and it won't slow you down. And number 4, ease of use under stress. So no skill or precision needed. The reason the crowbar is the best choice is because it delivers focused and dense impact, which is ideal for cracking skulls. It also functions as a multi-tool, so it can open doors.
Hey, why did she say like that? She cracked skulls before. I'm scared.
Pry fences, break windows. There's no edge to maintain, there's no power required, and it's nearly indestructible. And basically, it works in both combat and escape. All in all, it's the most versatile survival tool that you can carry. The machete is a viable option, but it's risky. It's good in the sense that it's fast and it's light, and it's good for clearing brush or like cutting rope, but it's not really designed for hard impact because it can slice through soft tissue, but it might get stuck in bone.
Yo, if I slammed my machete on top of your head, I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. But listen, I low-key want to change my answer anyway. I do like A. I do like A.
And remember from the beginning of this video, I told you that in order to defeat a zombie, you have to aim for its brain. And in order to get to the brain, you have to go through the skull. And a machete can get stuck in a skull or in the bone of its neck, whenever you're trying to cut its head off. The baseball bat also looks like it could be a really good idea, but it's probably gonna...
No, yeah, I fully agree. I do think I've changed... I know I can't change my answer, but like, I agree I was wrong. Like, crowbar is perfect for like opening shit up.
Perform poorly. The reason for this is because it's unnecessarily heavy, it's tiring to swing, and also there's no extra function besides the intimidation. Bats also often glance off of bone, so it's actually not great for cracking skulls, especially if you're swinging at a bad angle. And the cordless drill is wrong because this might sound like a really good idea, but drills are not going to be lethal unless it's precisely placed. It's also going to require 2 hands, close contact, and also...
Yeah, she's not seen Lucille, but it's fine. It's fine. She's not seen about the baseball bat with barbed wire on, but that's okay.
But most importantly, electricity and battery power. And once it's dead, it's useless, and there's no extra utility or intimidation value to it. You now go into your kitchen for a secondary weapon. Which of these gives you the...
Oh, we get a secondary weapon! You didn't tell me that at the start! Because then I definitely would have gone crowbar. Okay, you're raiding the kitchen for a weapon. Which of these gives you the best chance of stopping a zombie in a close combat? Okay, we already have the crowbar.
Best chance of stopping a zombie in close combat. Option A, a chef's knife. Option B, a wooden rolling pin. Option C, a butcher's cleaver.
Oh! I like that. I like that.
Or option D, a screwdriver.
No, I like the butcher's cleaver. We've got the crowbar. I'm going butcher's cleaver. C. I'm taking that.
So the correct answer here is option C, a butcher's cleaver.
Yeah.
So the reason this is the right answer is because the cleaver has the mass and blade thickness to damage a skull with short range strikes. The chef's knife is most likely going to be too thin and it risks snapping or getting stuck. And the rolling pin, it feels like a bat, but it's probably...
By the way, this is all pointless because you're planning on going to the radio signal and you're just going to die anyway, but that's absolutely fine. You know, it's kind of cute that you're getting prepared for traveling to your death, right? I'm going to be staying where I am anyway, but you go do you, man. You go do you. You go to that radio where there's, 20 crackheads waiting for you.
Too light to do real damage, and as I said with the bat, most likely it'll bounce or glance off bone. The screwdriver here could be good because it could puncture, but it'll probably only go through soft points and you need perfect aim under pressure. Therefore, it's not the best option. So you've packed our small bag, and a local broadcast says that evacuation teams are moving towards a nearby stadium within the next 48 hours. What time of day do you plan to move?
See, I just don't like this. Even if it is an evac team, I don't like it. It's not good in this situation to be in such big groups. Should I tell you why? It's a zombie apocalypse. As soon as somebody dies there or somebody fucks up, there's a lot more people to fuck up. As soon as someone does fuck up, because there's loads of you and loads of idiots there, right? You're going to have an outbreak in the big group. Like, let's say you're in a stadium. 1,000 people has gone to this evac place. And then... you're all sleeping, you all think you're safe, and then boom, someone's died and now a zombie. Then it just infected someone else. Then it just infected someone else. You're not prepared. You think you're safe. You got fucking 50 zombies running around in your evac place. You're done. You're done. It's game over.
Option A, leave just before dawn. Option B, leave in the middle of the day. Option C, leave after dark. Or option D, leave right away.
All right, so we're going. We got a small bag. Wars nearly going out. A local broadcast says evac teams are moving towards a nearby stadium within the next 40 hours. What do you do? Okay, so we have to go. We have to go. We have to go. Do we leave just before dawn? Do we leave in the middle of the day? Leave after dark? Leave right away? No. Leave just before dawn. Leave just before dawn. Wait, what time's dawn? Chat, what time's dawn? What time is dawn? 6 a.m.? So we'll be leaving at 5 a.m. at light. Wait, no, I want to go at night. I don't want to go in the middle of the day. I don't want to go right away. Unless it's because we need to prepare. We've already packed a small bag. Leave after dark. Well, isn't after dark just before dawn? I need times. Isn't leave after dark just literally leave just before dawn? I'm going C, leave after dark. I think that might be nighttime. I'm going nighttime, C.
So the correct answer here is option A, leave just before dawn. So the reason this is the right answer is because leaving right before sunrise gives you both enough light to navigate without drawing too much attention, while most threats, either human or zombie, are less alert. Night travel is not a good idea because it increases the risk of tripping, noise, or panic, and broad daylight also makes you way too visible. So you've exited your
Nighttime's perfect, but sure.
apartment and you're making your way towards the stadium. Before seeing any zombies, you spot a group of 3 scavengers near a parked car. One is searching the trunk, another is standing lookout,
kill 'em.
and the third is carrying a pipe.
You kill
They
'em.
haven't noticed you yet. What do?
You sneak up to them, you get the butcher's axe, and you what donk?
Option A, approach calmly and ask if they've seen safe zones.
No.
Option B, stay low and observe from a distance before deciding.
Maybe.
Option C, circle wide and avoid contact entirely.
Maybe.
Or option D, follow them quietly to see where they're heading.
No, option C. There's no option to kill them, so option C. I don't like this because I feel like I can't be myself in this. Like, I'm choosing my own answers, but I'm on her journey. She's the leader, and I do not agree with the leader. Like, I feel like I'm being dragged along right now. I feel like I'm a toddler, and I don't have my own choices. But option C. Option C. Option C.
So the correct answer here is option C, avoid contact entirely. So the reason this is the right answer is because a wide detour keeps your location, your supplies, and your intentions secret. Early survival states that stealth is more important than alliance building. Option A, approaching calmly, is not the right answer because in early outbreaks, strangers are often scared and hyper-reactive. There's also no trust networks established yet, so it's more likely that they'll escalate or become violent or betray you. Option B, watching from a distance, gives you intel, but it burns time and it also
don't need intel on them
if they sweep their surroundings. And if they see you first, you lose initiative. Option D, following them, is also not the best answer because stalking unknown people is risky and you could walk into their base or another group. There's no true incentive to doing this early on, and if you're caught, you're seen as a threat or a potential ambusher. So on your route, you end up crossing rooftops using ladders and fire escapes. On the next rooftop, you see a zombie standing on the far ledge. It's facing away and it hasn't noticed you yet. You need to cross that roof to reach the ladder.
So why are we crossing rooftops? Why are we burning so much energy climbing up buildings and crossing rooftops and...
What do? Option A, move slowly across the...
Bro, I don't understand. Why are we jumping from rooftop? Why are we parkouring? We're gonna burn so much energy. We're not Spider-Man. Can we just go for it? Like you said, it's quiet. We could just go through the roads carefully.
Rooftop, hugging the wall and staying silent. Option B, throw a bottle into the street below and lure it off the edge. Option C, try and sneak up and attack it with your crowbar. Or option D, wait for it to wander off before attempting the crossing.
Okay, right, listen. So my answer, honestly, and I feel like this is valid, okay? I'm gonna sneak up and stab it in the head with the crowbar, okay? Me personally. For loads of different reasons. You're gonna have to lose your virginity of killing a zombie because it's gonna get to a point where you don't, you're gonna have to get good at it, right? To survive in the long run, you have to get good at it, okay? You don't want to end up in a situation where there's zombies and you gotta try and kill it and you don't know what to do, right? So this is your best opportunity to lose your virginity. So me personally, I'm gonna stab the zombie with a crowbar. I'm gonna sneak up. I'm gonna get my first kill. I'm gonna get my first kill. And I'm gonna learn from that. Okay, right? It seems like the best opportunity. It's not paying attention. It's just by itself, right? And I'm gonna do that. Okay. However, this lady, she's probably gonna choose the option you fly like a bird away. Like you probably go 20 miles around it. Okay. So I've got to follow the leader. Okay? So it's not going to be number C. Wait for it to wander off. Bro, waiting for a zombie to wander off, have you seen them? They could take forever. They could just stand around. You're going to be there for hours, but you're probably going to choose that. Throw a bottle to lure it. You might lure a lot more. Move slowly across the rooftop, hugging a wall, staying silent. It might notice you. Option D. But I honestly want to say C. I want to say C, but I think it's going to be D.
So the correct answer here is option A, move silently across. So the reason this is the right answer is because
let me just reenact what these girls are going to be doing. Let me just reenact. Ready? The zombie turns around. Like, bro, they're gonna die. They're gonna die. All the zombies gotta do is just turn around. Then they're dead. Then they're dead. So you don't want to kill it when its back's to you. You don't want to crawl, like sneak up to it and kill it. You don't want to definitely don't throw a bottle because you'll attract more, right? You don't want to wait for it to go. You want to sneak past it on a rooftop. On a rooftop. How big is the rooftop? Is the building the size of fucking Central Park? How big is the rooftop, bro? Because they're not big. They're not big.
at this point, the zombie hasn't seen you yet. You're not blocked and you don't need to engage.
This is the rooftop. The zombie hasn't seen you yet. You're not blocked and you don't need to engage.
Stealth here minimizes all risk. Option B, throwing a bottle could work if you were on the ground, but
this is how I know she's gonna die. Throwing a bottle, yes, it will distract the zombie near you, but guess what? You're gonna get 20 more zombies coming to that location, and also guess what? People might hear it. How is that even a good, a questionable good idea? That's the worst idea possible. What are you talking about?
Minimizes all risk. Option B, throwing a bottle could work if you were on the ground, but since you're on a rooftop, sound travels unpredictably, and also it could just alert more zombies below.
Well, that would do it when you're on the ground too.
Sneaking up to attack it is also not necessary since it hasn't noticed you yet, and it also puts you in close quarters with no backup plan. Option D is potentially a good idea, but waiting could take forever, and it wastes daylight while giving up control.
That's why, me personally, I would just kill it.
You're cutting through a narrow alley, and about 30 feet ahead...
Wait, what did she say about killing it?
Plan. Option D is potentially a good idea, but it could just alert more zombies below. Sneaking up to attack it is also not necessary since it hasn't noticed you yet, and it also puts you in close quarters with no backup plan.
So you're gonna try and... What do you mean backup plan? You got a crowbar. You got 3 people on one zombie. You got a crowbar and a butcher's knife. Are you just gonna survive the zombie apocalypse without killing any zombies? Is that really your plan? Is that really your plan? Okay.
Option D is potentially a good idea, but waiting could take forever and it wastes daylight while giving up control. You're cutting through a narrow alley, and about 30 feet ahead, you see a zombie.
Yo, chat, maybe it's a mindset thing. I feel like a lot of people in chat feel like they could take on a zombie by themselves with no problems. I feel like I personally would be one of them. Maybe she just feels like she won't be able to take on one zombie. I feel like personally that if I'm in that situation and I've got a crowbar, like, and a zombie's back is to me, I can sneak up and then ram it into the head. I feel like I'll be able to do that absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Bam! Straight in the back of the head.
It hasn't noticed you. You're cutting through a narrow alley, and about 30 feet ahead, you see a zombie. It hasn't noticed you yet, but it's directly between you and the exit.
Okay.
There's an open side door to your left, a dumpster you could climb, and also a loose pipe on the ground.
You spot a zombie moving slowly, dragging one leg. So it's got one leg. It's very, very slow. Very, very slow. There's an open side door to your left, a dumpster you can climb, a loose pipe on the ground nearby.
What do you do? Option A, pick up the pipe and confront it before it gets closer. Option B, go into the side door and barricade it behind you to wait for a better moment.
What?
Option C, climb the dumpster, toss a small object away, and misdirect the zombie away from the exit. Or option D, dash past the zombie now while there's still distance.
What do you mean dash past the zombie now? You said it's blocking you. It's in between you and the exit. If you dash, it's gonna grab you. Why are we picking up the pipe when we have a crowbar? Why are we picking up a pipe when we have a crowbar? Okay, this is how I know it's not gonna be A. It's not gonna be A because we have weapons. Why we just lost that inventory? Okay, so it's not A because we're not doing that. Slip through the side door and barricade it behind you and wait for... It's going to be that, isn't it? It's going to be that. It's going to be that. It's going to be that. I know it is. It's going to be that. Climb the dumpster and toss a small object, misdirect it away from the exit. Dash past... No. I'm going C. Because I'm not waiting all day. I'm going C. I'm not waiting all day. I'm going C. I'm going C. I'm going to direct it away. I'm not waiting all day.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and misdirection. So the reason this is the right answer is because it has the best combination of both control of the situation and also momentum. Here, you're staying away from the action and you preserve your forward route, but you also don't trigger aggression. And you might be wondering now why a sound distraction is the correct answer in the alleyway, while on the previous rooftop question, I said that sound is unpredictable. This is because in the alleyway, you're in a contained space. So there's tight walls and there's short distance, and you can also see the zombie and it hasn't seen you yet. So here you're actually able to direct noise without just hoping that the zombie will react like...
Okay, but then again, you're also in the alleyway, you're making noise and there could be humans around you and then they're just going to look into the alleyway and see you and then pounce on you and jump on you and take your stuff, but sure.
In the previous question. And you have immediate visual feedback on how the zombie responds. And most importantly, you have escape options, such as a dumpster, side door, or a fallback path. Essentially, sound is a good tool here because it's in a space that's controlled, tight, and you can control. Sound is dangerous on a rooftop in the previous question because that's a high exposure space, because rooftops offer no cover. You can't see what's in surrounding buildings or below you, and a thrown bottle creates echoes, which could travel downward and it could trigger zombies or other people on the street or in nearby buildings. Option A.
But so can throwing it in an alleyway.
Fighting the zombie is not the right answer because this is still too risky.
Honestly, I think you're not gonna ever fight a zombie because there's twice now where the zombie seems very easy to kill. Very easy. Back towards you, very slow, missing one leg, and we're not fighting them. So I don't think we're going to be fighting any zombies in this, no matter what.
You don't know if there are other zombies nearby or what's behind the zombie. And weapon or not, confrontation when you don't need to is high failure rate unless you're cornered. Option B, going to the side door and hiding, is a valid survival option. but you're now stuck in a closed building with its own unknowns inside. There's also no guarantee that the zombie will ever move on. So this option isn't wrong, but it's also not the best option. And option D, sprinting past, is also risky, because one wrong move and you
No, you won't do that.
You turn a
won't do
corner
that.
and you see another survivor. They're alone and they're sitting on a curb. From your first glance, they don't look injured. What do you do?
Okay, it's 3-on-1 situation. I'm gonna give you this opportunity to bring it back for me. We're gonna go up to them, act friendly, get close to them. Then 2 of us are gonna speak to him in front of him, and then 1 of us is gonna go behind him with the butcher's knife, and then what donk? Kill him, and then take his shit.
Option A, approach slowly and ask if they're headed towards the stadium. Option B, cross to the other side and keep walking without making eye contact. Option C, turn back and take a longer route. Or option D, make brief eye contact and nod, and then keep moving.
Okay. Okay, so approach slowly and ask if they're headed towards the stadium. No. Cross to the other side and keep walking without making eye contact. No. It's gonna be C. Turn back and take the longer route. Make brief eye contact and nod. No. Alright, when like realistically in this situation, we're not gonna want to make any contact with them because they might not be alone. They might not be alone. So we don't want any contact with anyone. We're gonna turn back and take the longer route. Okay, chat? Annie Toilet, you guys can let her finish it out.
So the correct answer here is option D, brief eye contact and keep moving. So the reason this is the right answer is because you need to acknowledge this person without becoming a variable. Making eye contact shows your confidence and the nod signals peace. Option B or C, ignoring or avoiding them entirely, could be read as weakness, and option A of approaching them is risky. You don't know their intentions or what they've lost. While climbing a fence, you slice your palm open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding. What do you do? Option A, cover it quickly with whatever cloth you have. Option B, wash and disinfect it before sealing
what did
it
she
up.
say? What did she say for that one? She didn't say D. No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Shows your confidence, and the nod signal without becoming a. So the correct answer here is option D, brief eye contact and keep moving. So the reason this is the right answer is because you need to acknowledge this person without becoming a variable. Making eye contact shows your confidence, and the nod signals peace. Option B or C, ignoring or avoiding them entirely, could be read as weakness, and option A of approaching them is risky.
Bro, how is she? Listen, she's avoided every situation possible other than the dumb ones. First of all, we shouldn't be going to this goddamn radio station anyway, right? For evac, okay? I don't agree with this journey anyway. And secondly, you see a person and you just want to walk, going... What if the person's a murderer? What if the person's got 10 friends? What if he's worse than a murderer? What if he's thinking, oh, 3 nice girls walking across, dinner time? Like, yo, come on now. Come on.
You don't know their intentions or what they've lost. While climbing a fence, you slice your palm open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding. What do you do?
Let me guess, go back to the person by himself and getting them to kiss it better.
Option A, cover it quickly with whatever cloth you have. Option B, wash and disinfect it before sealing it up. Option C, ignore it because it's too small to matter. Or option D, wrap it in plastic to keep the blood from dripping.
No, wash it and disinfect it before sealing it up. B.
So the correct answer here is option B, clean and disinfect it. So the reason that this is the right answer is because any open wound is potentially an infection point, especially if you're touching surfaces or dead bodies. Every small cut matters in an unsanitary environment. And here you're protecting yourself from both regular and zombie-related infections. You find gasoline and a lighter in an abandoned garage. Do you rig a Molotov cocktail for zombie defense?
There's only one answer for this, and one answer only. Yes. Yes, you fucking do. Yes, you fucking do.
Option A, yes, because it's an explosive distraction and it destroys the zombie on contact.
Yeah.
Option B, yes, but only as a last resort. Option C, no, because fire spreads unpredictably and it draws attention. Or option D, no, it's better saved for sterilizing tools.
No. Yes, but only for the last resort. B. I want to say A, but we got to be safe. We got to be safe. So B, we've only got one Molotov, last resort, because it, you know, noise and stuff. B. What? She didn't even choose D. No is better saved for sterilizing tools, which would make more smarter sense because you're using it for sterilizing. I don't know. Just no. Just straight up no. She's gonna leave it behind. Jesus. Fire really instantly kills zombies as they don't feel pain and stop moving. Flames spread rapidly. Fire draws over zombies due to light and noise. The gas is far more useful for vehicle escape or tools sterilization and combat. You won't be saying that when I throw a Molotov at your forehead. Yeah. Then you're gonna be like, oh shit, I should have got one too. Where's she gone, by the way? Is she dead? I told you she's gonna die. I told you. The zombies got her, bro. She's gone. You're left with me now. We're on my story. Alright, so question 21. We turn back. Fuck the evac. It's Lewis and Lewis only now. I found an AK-47. What do we do? Answer A. Do we run around and we... No. There's only one thing we do, actually. We find AK-47. We go back to the lone survivor. We shoot him in the forehead. We take his shit. That's what we do. We go back to the Molotov. We try to undo the stuff. We go back to the Molotov. We get it. We store it for backup. You know what I mean? That's what we're saying. Then we're going to start looting up some shops. Hey, bro. Yeah, bullets are very valuable, but it only takes one for the forehead. I would rather a crossbow.
It was blocked.
She's back.
You're taking shelter in the back room of a corner shop when your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door, no windows, and a zombie has just stumbled in from the front. Inside this room with you are a metal drawer, a kitchen knife, duct tape, and a narrow closet with slatted wooden doors.
Okay, so zombies came into the shop and we're in the back.
You have seconds to react. What do you do?
Seconds?
Option A. Tape the knife to a broken broom handle and prepare to fight.
How you gonna do that in seconds?
Option B. Hide silently in the closet and hope it passes.
Stupid.
Option C. Climb onto the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. Or option D. Make noise to lure the zombie fully in and then try and slip behind it and escape.
No, oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Well, I would choose option A, but she said we got seconds to fight. So, we're not going to be able to do that in time. So, it's not A. Hide silently in a closet. Very dumb idea, because if you make one slight noise and you're in a closet, you're literally dead. Like, there's no way to get out of that. C. Climb onto the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably gonna like grab my knife, be on something top, and then jump and slam it straight into the head. Option C. Option C.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and timing. So the reason this is the right answer is because standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie. As established before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to enter and then drive a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your best bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because makeshift spears often are not going to hold up in real pressure. A taped knife is unstable, and if you have one shot to pierce its skull, it's most likely not going to come from a very panicked jab. Option B, hiding in the closet, is normally a good idea, but again, this closet has slatted doors and the room is too small. If the zombie
Good idea, hiding in a closet. If that zombie has one inkling, you make one sound, and that zombie knows you're in there, and is at the door making noise, and then more zombies come, how are you going to get out? How are you going to get out? You are dead.
Normally a good idea, but again, this closet has slatted doors and the room is too small. If the zombie even hears a breath or brushes against the door, you're trapped inside with no escape.
Oh, fair enough. But she said it's normally a good idea. Like, it won't be a good idea in any situation.
And option D, luring the zombie in and slipping past, could work in a bigger space, but not here. As mentioned, it's a small room and you can't circle one in a small room and you have no idea what's waiting outside. So you've just successfully fought the zombie off at close range. You're unbitten, but it's blood splattered on your mouth and your hands. What do you do first? Option A, wipe yourself down with a towel or cloth. Option B, rinse with soap and water immediately.
Yeah.
Option C, disinfect your skin with hand sanitizer. Or option D, wait and see if symptoms appear.
Wait, so his blood is in our mouth and hands? Your main focus is your mouth. Option B. Your main focus is your mouth. You don't want to swallow the blood, right? So you want rinse your mouth with soap and water immediately. Is B. And then C. Is B.
So the correct answer here is option B, rinse with soap and water.
Yeah.
The reason this is the right answer is because if the virus spreads through blood, then you have to treat it like a biohazard. Soap and water removes infectious material better than alcohol. And sanitizer can't neutralize any contamination in the eyes or the mouth. Speed matters here, so waiting to see if symptoms appear is also a terrible idea.
That is
so
a
by this
terrible
point,
idea.
all of your clean water is gone. You find a puddle of murky water next to a corpse that's clearly been mauled by zombies. What do? Option A, boil the water because heat kills zombies. Option B, filter the water with cloth and then boil it. Option C, avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Or option D, dilute it with cleaner water and hope it's safe.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm avoiding it. I ain't drinking no muddy water with a corpse next to it eaten by zombies. I'm fully avoiding that.
So the correct answer here is option C, avoid it without proper filtration.
Yeah, I'm avoiding
So the reason
that.
this is the right answer is because while boiling is effective against bacteria, it's not effective against all viral agents or chemical contaminants. And you don't know enough about zombie blood to know if it contains persistent infection particles. Option B, filtering with the cloth and then boiling, is also a bad idea because filtering only removes debris but not pathogens. You're inside a store with broken glass on the floor. A group of 4 zombies wanders in from a side entrance. They haven't noticed.
You're inside a store with broken glass on the floor. A group of all zombies wanders in from the side entrance. A group of... They haven't noticed you yet. You're crouched behind the checkout counter.
Notice you yet, and you're crouched behind the checkout counter. What do? Option A, crawl quietly against the back wall to the
Well, you can't do that because there's glass on the floor.
emergency exit. Option B, stay completely still until they pass, even if it takes hours. Option C, throw a metal object to the far corner and sneak out the front. Or option D, try and separate one from the group and take it down.
So there's glass on the floor, so if you try and get away, you're going to make a noise. There's 4 of them. It's probably B. Stay completely still. Because if there's glass on the floor, they're just going to hear you. Throw out object to the far corner and sneak out the front. That could work because you can get out of there and then just run. It's either B or C, bro. It's either B or C. Honestly, me personally, I'm probably going to throw the metal objects and run. I'm probably going to do C. Because, like, you can weigh it out B, but then what if they just happen to walk your way? Then you've got to fight all four of them. Do you know what I'm saying? That's too much of a risk. Yeah, I'm going C. I'm going to throw a metal object to a far corner and then leg it out. I'm going C.
So the correct answer here is option C, use noise tactically.
Right, yeah.
The reason this is the right answer is because zombies react to sound, and you don't want them investigating your section of the store. Throwing an object quietly obviously creates false noise distraction, and it also gives you a chance to exit. Option B, waiting, was a valid answer, but it's a gamble on your time.
True.
And option A is a bad idea because if you can remember from the scenario, there's glass on the floor,
True.
and crawling on glass is just risk. Option D, engaging one, is dumb. You should probably know that by now. You should always avoid confrontation if possible, and remember there's a group of zombies. Other ones will hear. So you continue making your way to the stadium. You're almost there.
I can't lie. You've got confrontation with the wrong mindset. Because the only thing we confronted here in this whole entire scenario is a fucking human. That is the worst to confront. Yeah, zombies are dangerous, but they're Walking Dead zombies. They're not Last of Us zombies. We can deal with them, right? We can. They're slow. It's not hard to stab one in the head. You just gotta be careful.
When you're 2 blocks away from your destination, you realize that someone is quietly following you at a distance.
It's probably the guy you nodded at earlier on. It's probably the guy you made at. It's him.
They haven't called out yet. What do you do? Option A, call them out and ask them to identify themselves.
No.
Option B, pick up your pace, make several turns to test if they're tracking
Yeah.
you. Option C, stop abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you
No.
can confront them. Or option D, turn around and start walking towards them to intimidate them.
Oh. Nah, they might be with a bigger group. B. B.
So the correct answer is option B, change your pace and
B.
test if they're following you. The reason this is the right answer is because if someone's following you silently, you should never confront them directly. Change your pace and take sharp turns, and if they match you, it's deliberate. Once you establish they are in fact following you, then you can break the line of sight and change direction. Talking to them or walking towards them gives them control, and you need options here that minimize risk. So you've just changed pace and you've made several sharp turns, and they match every move. So now you know they're deliberately following
honors.
you. You're still 2 blocks away from your destination. What do you do?
Okay, it's 2 blocks away.
Option A, duck into a building, break the line of sight, and then exit via a back route.
That's
Option
good.
B, run the final 2 blocks to lose them and reach the evacuation point as fast as you can.
They might be faster.
Option C, hide in a shadowed spot and ambush them when they pass.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah. They might have good loot.
Or option D, shout at them that you know they're following and threaten them to back off.
No. That's not gonna scare them. They're following you anyway. I'm gonna go. We're not gonna run the blocks because they might be faster than us. She doesn't want to confront anything, so it's not C, and it's definitely not D. A, and duck into a building, break line of sight, and then exit via back route.
So the right answer here is option A, break the line of sight and exit from another route. So the reason this is the right answer is because breaking the line of sight is power here. Once this person can't see you, you regain tactical control of the situation. Entering a building also gives you many alternate exits, angles, and barriers. And
Yeah.
most people that are following you don't expect sudden lateral movement. Most likely, they're watching you for forward momentum. And if you break the line of sight, you now have options to either double back, wait it out, or have a more controlled confrontation on your own terms. Option B, running to the evacuation point, is a bad idea because it shows desperation. And more importantly, you're going to lead them to your only safe haven and potentially compromise it. Option C,
What do
ambushing
you
them,
mean, mate? There's gonna be loads of people there.
is also a bad idea because even if you win, you risk injury or noise. And you don't know anything about this person, so it's very unlikely that you're going to control the fight. Option D, threatening them out loud is also a bad idea because aggressive posturing only works if you have leverage in the situation. Otherwise, you're escalating a situation where that person might feel cornered or it provokes violence. So you've successfully evaded this person and you're now one block away from the evacuation zone. A lone zombie is blocking the gate entrance. It's slow, but it's fully alert and squarely in your path.
Please, can we just kill it? Please! We haven't killed what? Actually, we have killed one zombie when we was on the counter. When we was on the counter, we killed one zombie.
You have a crowbar, a flashlight, a water bottle, and a cracked riot shield that you found earlier.
We got a riot shield? Where the fuck did we get that from? We got a fucking riot shield?
What do you do? Option A, use the riot shield to push it aside and run past.
Can do.
Blind the zombie with a flashlight and strike it over the head with a crowbar. Option C,
Does that
wait
work?
for another person to draw its attention and then move.
No.
Or option D, throw your water bottle to the far side of the street and then rush through.
No, we need the water. We need the water. We use the riot shield to push it aside and run past. A.
So the correct answer here is option A, push through with the shield. So the
Okay.
reason this is the right answer is because bypassing is
Hey, if we got a riot shield, can we just stab it in the head with a crowbar just once, please? Please, we have a fucking riot shield, bro.
always smarter if you have the option.
Please,
and here,
let's just stab
disabling
it.
the zombie is not necessary. A riot shield gives you both force and direction. Option B, fighting the zombie, again, risks too much noise and injury, and you're this close to the destination. Combat is unnecessary here if you have the option to redirect and move on. For your best chance of survival, you should always avoid fights unless they're absolutely required. Option C, waiting it out, and option D, throwing the bottle are not good because the zombie's already seen you, so it's unlikely that waiting it out or distracting it will be very effective. So you
Right.
successfully bypass the zombie and you finally arrive at the evacuation site. It's surrounded by high fencing, guards, and you can see a panicked looking crowd nearby.
Okay.
You accidentally dropped your crowbar during the encounter earlier, and so now you're unarmed. What's the most strategic way to approach? Option A, push through the crowd because urgency signals that you need help. Option B,
But there's a crowd, they're not gonna care.
wait nearby and watch how the guards treat incoming people.
Okay.
Option C, call out from a distance and raise your arms. Or option D, walk directly to the guards, show your hands, and stay silent.
Option B. Please be smart. Option B, you wait nearby and just see what they're doing. I think it's dumb that we've gone here anyway. I feel like it's dumb. But we're here now. We're here now. We don't want to go through the crowd. That's stupid. We don't want to call out from a distance. That's stupid. We don't want to walk directly up to the guards. We just need to see how to let people in. Daddy, thank you so much for the prime, dude. Option B. Let's see what they're doing.
So the correct answer here is option B, observe before approaching. So the reason this is the right answer is because evacuation zones are often unstable. You don't know if the guards are armed or overwhelmed.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm surprised you went in the first place.
Option A, pushing in, could get you mistaken for a threat, and option C draws attention to you, again without you having further context. Option D, walking up silently, can also be seen as evasive or again potentially confrontational. The safest thing to do is still to watch protocol and then mimic it calmly. So that wraps up the last of the questions, and hopefully you made it. So count up how many of the answers you got correct.
Wait. Did someone count for me? I forgot about the score part. I got so mad halfway through, I forgot that we was getting scored on it.
You should now have a score out of 28. So now I'll tell you what your score means and whether or not you would have survived the zombie apocalypse.
Damn it, do I know my score? Fuck. I don't know, I disagree with a lot of things she said. I don't know. I'll have to find out my score on YouTube. Someone on YouTube will count my score, they will comment it. Comment down what my score was.
So if you scored between 26 and 28, you would have survived. You're calm under pressure, you're
But then again, honestly, I don't think you would have survived. But sure. This is your show.
tactically sharp, you're rare, and you're adaptable. Most likely, you would have lasted months into this outbreak, maybe even years.
Okay, right, here's the real answer. So, actually, in my books, because I don't agree with her plan, the higher score you got, the more dead you are. If you follow in her and her plan, you're dead, okay? So if you score between 26 and 28, dead. 22, 25, dead. 17, 21, dead. She probably had like maybe 10 good answers. So yeah, 0 to 11 is alive. 12 to 16, you might be alive. 0 to 11, you're good.
You're tactically sharp, you're rare, and you're adaptable. Most likely, you would have lasted months into this outbreak, maybe even years. And you're the kind of person that other survivors want to follow. If you scored between 22 and 25, then you most likely survived the initial outbreak and you navigated long.
Surviving years! You're doing Spider-Man fucking parkour past one zombie who's not even paying attention to you on top of a fucking rooftop. You're walking past fucking people and nodding to them with eye contact. What do you mean you're not surviving? You're going to any radio signal on the radio on day 2. Like, you're doing the water, the cleaning, the rationing in the calendar for the next 2 weeks when you left the house in 2 days, can I just say? Before even barricading the fucking door. You're dead. You're fucking dead.
Long-term danger pretty well. You made some mistakes here and there, but luckily it was nothing fatal. With a good group, you're likely to survive. If you scored between 17 and 21, you'd likely scrape through the first wave, but stumble very often. You probably wasted unnecessary energy and you took unnecessary shortcuts.
Did she just really said you wasted energy in taking on stupid shortcuts? When she's fucking jumping from roof to roof, climbing up ladders to roofs, just... What do you mean? What do you mean?
Survival for you is possible, but you'd need luck and good alliances. If you score between 12 and 16, your chances are unlikely. You're likely a liability to your group, you burn through supplies, you draw noise, and you probably also injure yourself. Unfortunately for you, surviving past the first few weeks is unlikely. And finally, if you got 0 to 11, then you're a casualty on day 1. You probably wouldn't make it through 24 hours, maybe not even the first hour. Most likely, you'll be one of the first bitten and also first remembered in the what not to do in survival briefings. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this is a bit of a different video from you, so
honestly, I like you. This was a great video. You did a good job on the video, like the format of it. I did not agree with your answers. If there's ever a zombie apocalypse, I'm looking for you. I'm going to prove to you that you are easy target. I'm going to prove it.